Hi, I'm Sophia Schmerling, and this is my video response for Bunraku for Theater 251, the online course. So first off, I'm gonna, my first impression on the movie is sort of an odd movie. I sort of enjoyed it. I enjoyed parts of it, and I didn't enjoy some parts of it, and I'll get into that. So first off, I want to talk about the characters. Many of the characters are archetypes, but they're not just plain archetypes. They have personality and developed personality. I think that's because of the actors in the movie. And the cast has A-list actors, or back in the day, they're probably A-list actors. For example, Woody Harrelson's character, he definitely brought more context and more depth to the movie in his character than was probably like what was written in the script. And I feel like the script of the movie is what makes the characters the archetypes that they are, but the actors really bring out the different like layers of the character and make them more dimensional and more unique rather than just like a flat character or flat boring character. And some people really might not like this movie due to that fact that there are large amounts of archetypes, but really in a lot of movies and TV shows there are archetypes. And for example, we have Star Wars and Friends, and more recently other sitcoms, or most sitcoms or most popular media has archetypes. So I don't really think that's like a great reason to dislike this movie. Like, there are other reasons, but I feel like that wouldn't be a great reason. And even though there are archetypes in this movie, the characters are so much more fleshed out. Back again, for example, Woody Harrelson's character, he's not just the wise mentor figure. He has hobbies, he has love interests, or a love interest. There are things that go on with him that don't just go with the typical like grandfather figure, good character, good mentor guy. And I think, and I don't think that the archetypes are a big hindrance on the quality of this movie. However, I do think that there are some aspects of this movie that aren't the greatest and are a bit problematic, but I'll get into that near the end. So in terms of visuals, this movie really blew me away with the set design and the cinematography. I really like this movie, or I liked how this movie is styled. It's sort of like a pop-out bookish, and it has like super realistic characteristics, and there are like, the sets are amazing. They have like Broadway musical influences, and I really haven't seen a movie recently with that type of set structure and flow throughout the movie. Like maybe the movie Burlesque is sort of like the scenes in this movie that have like the jazzy Broadway feel, but for the most part it's pretty unique, like the way it's made. So the movie is live action, but it just seems like it could be a cartoon action movie by the way people are styled, the way it's shot and everything. The movie is definitely an entertaining movie, but the storyline isn't like award-winning. But it is a creative film, and the movie is great in that aspect, and it's really a piece of art if you look at it in that scope. Now I'm going to get into the part of the movie that I don't like as much. So to start, the movie is called Bunraku, which everyone in your class should know already, is a form of puppetry theater from Japan. And, you know, it's performed by 3 puppeteers for each puppet in the show. This form of theater was created by the people of Japan in a result of threatening government and the economic situation, and this has been an essential part of Japanese culture for centuries, and I think that this Bunraku movie definitely appropriates the Japanese art form, because there is little in the movie that actually has to do with Bunraku itself and the art form itself. And like really the only representation of or like references to Japanese culture in the movie are the Japanese characters, who might not even be Japanese, they might just be Asian, and some stereotypical references and actions in the movie. And I don't really think the creators of the movie were or felt that they had to respect or show respect to the culture, or even like knew the origin of Bunraku, or like had any information on it. So for my final rating of this movie, I'd probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10 for visuals and design, 8 out of 10 for like character development, like 5 out of 10 for context, and then probably like a 3 out of 10 for cultural respect and appropriation. Thank you.